All right, MLB The Show, some live streaming. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm Chris Ramos, and this is the Mount Olympus Heroes created franchise playing the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park. On the mound for the Astros, Mike Soroka, at season 5-7, 4.83 earned run average. Leading off the game, Massimo Lo Cicero, second baseman for the Heroes. Ground ball in the hole, botched, no throw. Will they call that a single or an error to start the game? Let's see. I believe it's an infield single. Next up is the outfielder, center fielder, Michael O'Rourke. Runner at first, nobody out, top of the first. Fouls off the fastball, strike one. Comes the 0-1. Pulls it high and deep, but slicing out of play for strike two. Homer in the opener. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. There's one away. Out in front of the changeup. Next up, catcher, playing DH today, Chris Ramos. Slider down and away, ball one. Runner leads off first, one out, top first. Change up off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes.
Ball 3.
3 balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light? No, he will not. Right down the middle for strike one. Hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. To Ramos, runner leads off first. Skies it to right, deep. Over the shoulder catch in front of the warning track. There are 2 away. Runner returns to first. Gave it a ride, but not quite good enough for a hit. So, lineup for the Mount Olympus Heroes. Lo Cicero, O'Rourke, Ramos, Joseph, Pollard, Ortiz, Kitsios, Milo, and Higashioka is catcher batting. First baseman Patrick Joseph steps up. 2 outs, runner on first. Line drive caught by the shortstop. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of a half inning of play here at Minute Maid Park, it's the Mount Olympus Heroes 0, the Houston Astros coming to bat. This is MLB The Show 24. On the mound for the Heroes, Eli Ramos, 12-9 last year, 4.01 earned run average. He will face Julio Rodriguez. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 98 on the radar gun. Throws heat. Changeup is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss at the curve, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul tip into the glove, strike 3, 1 out. First strikeout of the game for Eli. Here's the replay. Oh, that's a bizarre looking replay. No, I don't think that's accurate. Disregard that replay. A little bit of CGI going on there. Line drive, base hit to right. 1 out single for the Astros. Jason Hayward is on. First base runner of the ball game.
Batting third.
Next up, Eddie Matthews.
Eddie Matthews.
Deep drive. O'Rourke chasing it down. Front of the warning track, makes the catch for out 2. Lineup for the Astros: Rodriguez, Hayward, Matthews, Prince Fielder, Jorge Posada, Mauricio, Biggio, Rosario, and Jackson Holiday. That is the starting lineup for the home team Houston Astros. Prince Fielder with 2 outs steps up, runner at first. Top, check that bottom of the first inning, no score. Out in front of the fastball. Swing and miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2
1
strikes.
ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
Low and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first. No score here in the bottom of the first. In there, right down the middle. What was he looking for? Strike 3, and the side is retired. So after 1, no score here at Minute Maid Park. Created franchise, MLB show. Leading off the top of the second is third baseman Joey Pollard. Out in front of the changeup, swing and miss.
0-1.
Strike 1. Again, out in front of this changeup. Slider that time. 2 quick strikes on Pollard. A little too anxious. Just got a piece to stay alive. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, swing and a miss. Posada throws to first in time. Strike him out. Throw him out. Out number 1 here in the top of the second. Next up is the shortstop, Maribel Ortiz. Nubs it to first. Prince takes it himself. 2 away. 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 7. The left fielder, number 25.
Bobby Kitzios. And that's a line drive over the first baseman's head and into right field. It'll be a long single, 2-out single for Bobby Kitzios. And this half inning will continue.
The right fielder, number 14.
Next up, right fielder Anthony Millo. Grounded, backhanded, toss to first. Check that. For the force at second. Side is retired. No runs, 1 hit. 1 left on at the end of an inning and a half. Still no score on MLB The Show.
Leading up for the Astros,
Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada.
Deep drive to center. O'Rourke is on his horse. He will make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the bottom of the second.
Batting 6. The designated hitter, Mauricio.
All right, Mauricio.
Ball 1.
Fastball is
Count
low.
1-0.
Ball 0, 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss out in front of the breaking ball.
1 strike.
1 ball and 1 strike is the count on Mauricio. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate for strike 2. Strike three called. Third strikeout of the game for Eli Ramos. And there are two away. Next up, hit machine Craig Biggio. Outside corner, strike one. Ground ball up the middle and through. It's a two-out single for Craig Biggio, and the half inning will continue for the Houston Astros.
Batting in the left field,
Eddie Rosario. Outside corner, strike one. Couldn't catch up to the fastball, 98 on the radar gun. Count quickly, no balls and two strikes. Pops it up in the infield. Maribel calls for it. Makes the catch, makes it look a little more difficult than it needed to be. Nevertheless, side is retired. After 2 innings of play, no score. Getting off, Kyle Higiyosha.
the catcher, Kyle
Higiyosha. Fouls it back, strike one. Out in front of the changeup, strike two.
No balls, two strikes. One ball.
Outside, one ball and two strikes.
Four, that's inside.
Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skies it to right. There is Hayward, makes the catch, one away. One out here at the top of the third.
the batter, number 4,
Lineup turns over for the Heroes. Massimo Lo Cicero, single to lead off the game. He's up for his second plate appearance. Just got a piece of the changeup. Fouls back, strike one. Chases a pitch off the edge. 2 quick strikes on Lo Cicero.
One ball, two strikes.
That pitch is high. Count is 1-2. This gets a piece. Count remains 1-2. No score here in the top of the third inning.
2-2 the count.
Hello, Miguel Gonzalez, 1999. Welcome to the live stream. Swinging and a miss, struck him out. Chased pitch on the inside half. Third strikeout of the game for Soroka.
the center fielder, number 1.
This is a created franchise on MLB The Show 24 for the PlayStation 5. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me. And I do some really bad play-by-play. Michael O'Rourke, the center fielder, is up for his second plate appearance. Takes a pitch low, ball one. Here comes the 1-0 count. Fouls off the sinking fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
One ball.
Screws him into the ground, chases a pitch in on his hands. Count is 1-2. 2 outs, bases empty. Third inning. Just gets a piece to stay alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out, side retired. After 2.5 here at Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas, it's no score. This is MLB The Show.
Leading up for the
Number 9 hitter Jackson Holliday leads it off for the Astros here in the bottom of the third against Eli Ramos on the mound. Grounded to short, Ortiz, Fields fires, got him. Unpitched one.
The center fielder, number 44, Julio Rodriguez.
Lineup turns over for the Astros. Julio Rodriguez struck out in the first inning. Pitch is low, ball 1. Chase slider off the edge, fouls it off. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. And he skies it to left. Kitzios lets it drop in, goes over his head. Oh, he makes it all the way to third base. Should be an error. They're going to call it a triple because Bobby Kitzios in the outfield never came into contact with the ball. So they're calling it a 1-out triple. Let's look at the replay. What a mess. Next up, Jason Hayward. Deep drive. Kitzios looks to make up for it. He will make the catch. Tagging at third and heading home is Rodriguez for the first run of the game. There's 2 away, but it's a 1-0 lead for the Houston Astros. So Kitzios tries to make up for his error, but up next is Eddie Matthews. Run scores nonetheless. Fastball low, ball 1. Just gets a piece of the changeup, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Pops it up left side, slicing out of play for strike 2.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty, 1-0 Houston. Here in this third game of a 3-game series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. But nevertheless, sacrifice fly scores the first run of the ball game. At the end of 3 innings of play, it's 1-0 Houston. We go to the top of the 4th. Leading off is catcher Chris Roberts. Outside corner, strike 1.
Ball, that counts.
1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, stays alive. Fouls it off. And it's in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. And there's 1 away. Could not hold back on the check swing. Next up, first baseman Patrick Joseph. Lined out in the first. He's 0-4. Chases a pitch in the dirt, fouls it off, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. High, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, that hit him. So Mount Olympus will have a base runner here with 1 out as Joey Pollard, the third baseman, steps up to the plate, struck out in the second. He is 0-for-1. Joseph leads off first. Ground ball knocked over. Steps on second for the force, and that will be all they'll get. Had he fielded it cleanly, they could have had a 6-4-3 double play, but it'll be runner at first and 2 away here in the top of the fourth as Maribel Ortiz steps up to the plate. Quick throw to first. He's back. Pollard does have base stealing potential. He does have some speed at the base paths. Big lead over there. Fouls off the slider. Strike 1. In the dirt, swing and a miss. Nice block by Posada. Hold the runner at first. 2 quick strikes on Ortiz.
Nope.
Just misses the corner. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off first. Top of the fourth, 1-0 Houston. And right back to the pitcher. He throws to first, and the side is retired. So 1-0 Astros for 3.5. Prince Fielder leads it off bottom of the fourth. Struck out in the first. In there at the knees for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Grounder to second. Massimo Fields fires. Got him. 1 away.
Now the catcher.
Switch hitter Jorge Posada flew out in the second, steps up to the plate. First pitch.
Nope.
Misses off the edge. Ball 1. Ground ball and right side and through. It is a 1-out single for Posada. Nice diving attempt by Lo Cicero, but couldn't get there. Next up, Ronnie Mauricio. Ground ball. Ortiz over to second for 1. Back to first. An inning-ending double play. 6-4-3. Side is retired. No runs. 1 hit. None left on. At the end of 4 innings of baseball here at Minute Maid Park. Astros lead 1-0. Bobby Kitsio singled in his first at-bat. Leads off the top of the 5th. Squibber to first base.
Got him.
Fielder takes it himself. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Number 14.
Next up, Anthony Millo. Change up off the edge, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Chases a pitch high and tight. Should have been 3-0, but now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Out in front of the changeup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Late on the fastball, Squibber up the first base line. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oh, he went too far, struck him out. 2 away. Kyle Higashioka flew out in the 3rd. He is 0 for 1. Big dude. Strike 1. Grounded, backhanded by Eddie Matthews over at third. Long throw. In time. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Soroka. Official ball game. Oh, check that. 4.5. Complete. Astros lead 1-0. Biggio leads off at the top. Checked at the bottom of the 5th inning. Pulled it deep but foul. Strike 1. Over the top of the changeup. Strike 2.
0-2.
Strike 3 called. 5th strikeout of the game for Eli. Eddie Rosario. Chases a pitch off the edge. Fouls it off. Strike 1. Out for the changeup. Strike 2. Grounded to first. Fielded by Patrick Joseph. Steps on the bag for the second out of the inning. Shortstop Holiday, 0 for 1, steps in. At the knees, strike 1.
One and one.
Down and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Side is retired. So it's an official ball game. 5 innings complete. Astros lead 1-0. So leading off the 6th, Massimo is 1 for 2 with a single. Needs to get on. Let's see what happens.
Nope. Outside.
Cut fastball misses, ball 1. Skies it to right. Routine play. There's one out. Michael O'Rourke struck out twice today. Steps in. Fouls off the sinking fastball, strike 1. Line drive, base hit up the middle. It's a 1-out single for Michael O'Rourke. The Heroes have a base runner. Here's the replay. Chris Ramos steps in to the batter's box. 0 for 2. Line drive. Dunks in there for a hit in front of Hayward. It'll be first and second with 1 out as the Heroes challenge here in the 6th. Replay. Slices it to the right side of baseball field. Next up, Joseph, 0 for 1.
Ball 1.
Change up low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit by a pitch in the 4th. Officially 0 for 1. Runners lead off first and second. Five, 4, 3. Double play, side retired. Well, after 5.5, it's still 1-0 Houston. This is MLB Show. Julio Rodriguez steps in, had a triple. Should have been an out, but ended up being a triple, or scoring a run. Line drive to center. That is a base hit to lead off the bottom of the sixth for the Astros.
The batter, the right fielder,
Jason Hayward skies it to right field, slicing out of play, strike one.
Ball inside.
Just misses the inside corner. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. In there, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 2.
Breaking ball is low, 2-2. Slicing, foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes back to first. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's out number 1 here in the bottom of the sixth. Strikeout number 7 for Eli Ramos. Next up is Hall of Famer Eddie Matthews. 0 for 2 today. Skies it to left. Kitsios is there, makes the catch. Strong throw to second, holding the runner at first.
now batting. The first
So there are 2 outs, up steps Prince Fielder. 0 for 2, strikeout, ground out. Triple digits on the radar gun, strike 1. Deep drive to center, but O'Rourke will chase it down to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. At the end of 6 innings of baseball, it's still 1-0 Astros. Need to get my hitting shoes. So leading off is Joey Pollard, 0 for 2. Slow route roller up the middle, fielded by Jackson. Makes the catch. Strong throw. 1 pitch, 1 away. It's the replay. Up next is Maribel Ortiz. She is 0 for 2 like the rest of the team. Inside slider. Deep but foul. Counts 1 ball and 1 strike. Pulls it down the third base line. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little late on it. Foul ball, 1-2. In the dirt, swings over the top. Strike him out, throw him out, throw her out. 2 away. Strikeout number 7 for Soroka. So up again is Bobby Kitsios, who had a single in the second. He's 1 for 2. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. Great game for Mike Soroka. 1 out from a 7 inning shutout. 7 shutout innings, better yet. Count is quickly 0-2 on Bobby Kitsios.
Ball, that's out.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And he gets out of it. 1, 2, 3. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. It's 1-0 Houston here at Minute Maid Park. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. Jorge Posada. Fouled off, strike 1. Line drive foul. Strike 2. Struck him out swinging, one away. 8th strikeout for Ramos.
Number 10.
Not his fault. Team can't seem to score any runs for him.
Mauricio.
Mauricio steps in.
Ball.
Low and inside, ball 1. Deep drive to right. Millo in the corner near the foul pole makes the catch in front of the 326 sign for out number 2. Made my heart stop for a couple of beats. So 2 outs, bases empty. Craig Biggio, who had a single today, he's 1 for 2. Strike 1. Swing and miss. 2 quick strikes. Grounded to second. Routine play for Lo Cicero. Side is retired. 7 innings, 1 run for Eli. He deserves better. Into 7, 1-0 Astros. Go to the 8th. Anthony Millo is 0 for 2.
Ball 1.
Low ball 1.
Count 1-0.
In the bullpen, 2 lefties, Madison Bumgarner and Garrett Trotchet. Bumgarner, obviously, really good starting pitcher in the real world. Fouls it up the first base line. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. In this fictional fantasy franchise, I guess he's been relegated to bullpen duty. That's the line drive headed towards the right center field gap. Fields it, throws to second. Will he chance it? No, he will not. He'll stay at first. So it is a leadoff single for Anthony Millo and the Mount Olympus Heroes. It's the tying run at first. Here's a replay. If I was Mike Soroka, I would be pretty upset at this. Throwing a shutout, I deserve an opportunity to give up that run. But hopefully we score. Andres Munoz. Pitching game 1 didn't do so well. Do I substitute? Now I'm going to ignore. I'm going to leave Anthony Millo in the game. Catcher, Kyle, 0 for 2. Chase slider, strike 1. Does he bunt? Oh, he doesn't. We don't bunt. Going inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bunting makes sense. I'm just not very good at it, so I'm better off swinging the bat. Hey. 102 miles an hour. Top of the zone, swing and a miss. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes to Higgyosha. Struck him out. 1 away. Ooh, eater. Give him the eater. Lineup turns over for Lo Cicero, who's 1 for 3. Eater at the knees, strike 1. Throwing. Dark. Runner leads off first, tying run. Here in the 8th. Off the end of the bat, skies it to right, routine play for out number 2. So with 2 outs, up steps Mike O'Rourke, who has a single in 3 trips. Big moment to get that runner flying. Let's go. Outside corner, strike 1. Again, triple digits on the radar gun. Clean 100 miles an hour for Munoz. Comes the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the sinker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Struck him out. Side retired. Well, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 1-0 Astros.
Leading up for the Astros,
Eddie Rosario, 0 for 2.
Eddie Rosario.
Fouls it off. Strike 1. Just gets a piece. 2 quick strikes on Eddie. Flares it down the third base line. Foul ball. Count remains 0-2. Swing and miss. Struck him out 1 away. Strikeout number 9.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop.
Number 9 hitter Jackson Holiday steps in. He's 0 for 2. At the knees. Strike 1. And lazy fly ball to right. Millo is waiting for it. Makes catch 2 away.
The batter,
2 down, bases empty for Julio Rodriguez. 2 for 3, a single, a triple, the only run scored of this contest. Outside corner, strike 1. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate, strike 2. Only 73 pitches for Olympus. Serves better. Strike 3 called, double-digit strikeouts. We go to the top of the 9th. Last licks for the Mount Olympus Heroes. They need a run to tie. Can they do it? Closer, Madison Bumgarner, will face Chris Ramos at a single in the 6th, pardon me. He's 1 for 3. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. And this ball game is tied at 1. Oh, yeah. All it took was 1 pitch out of the hand from Madison Bumgarner in the top of the 9th inning. And we have ourselves a brand new ball game. See the replay. See that replay. Ooh. Ho, ho, ho. Oh. Flat breaking ball. Next up, Patrick Joseph 0 for 2. Late on the fastball, fouls it out of play, strike 1. 0 for 2, hit by a pitch in the 6th inning. Pulls it foul, strike 2. Fastball low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 2 lefties in the Astros bullpen, A.J. Minter and Steven Okirk. I guess they don't have any righties in the bullpen. Just gets a piece, flares it left. Count remains 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Full count, 3-2. On deck is Joey Pollard. Here comes the full count pitch from Bumgarner. Ground ball up the middle and through. Single for Patrick Joseph. And they have a base runner. That's the go-ahead run at first here with nobody out in the 9th. Ground ball with eyes. Do I want a pinch run? No, I do not, so I'm going to ignore it. Joey Pollard 0 for 3 against the lefty. Out in front of the changeup, swinging a miss, strike 1. Thought it was a fastball. Got fooled. Out in front again. Pulls it foul this time. 2 strikes on Pollard. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That's a 2-run home run for Joey Pollard. And all of a sudden, a 1-0 deficit turns into a 3-1 lead for the Olympus Heroes. Of course, that's Joey's first homer of this new campaign in April. Madison Bumgarner, as the closer comes in, gives up 2 homers and 3 runs without the benefit of an out. Let's watch the replay. Bang. Oh. Again, it was another flat breaking ball. I was fooled when he was throwing fastballs and changeups, but breaking ball. I think that went over the roof. Over the roof. Luis Patino comes in to face Maribel Ortiz. Let's go 0 for 3. That's a ground ball up the middle into 4 straight singles. Check that. 4 straight base hits to lead off the top of the 9th for the Mount Olympus Heroes. Still nobody out here in this disastrous 9th inning for the Houston Astros. Up next, Bobby Kitzios, who's 1 for 3. This time it is step on second, throw to first, a double play. 4-3 unassisted. Manager's office, bullpen. Rich Gossage, also known as Goose Gossage, is going to warm up, and he's going to schedule to put him in the game. Anthony Miller was 1 for 3. Broke his bat, popped up foul territory. Prince makes the catch to retire the side, but not before, in the top of the 9th inning, the Heroes scored 3 times, and they now have a 3-1 lead. Last licks for the Houston Astros. Do you want to change pitchers? No, not yet.
Leading up for the Astros,
Jason Hayward,
the right fielder,
RBI single today. In there, strike 1. It's only thrown 75 pitches. The only run scored was because of a botched play in left field by Bobby Kitzios, leading out into a triple. Out in front of the slider, 2 quick strikes. Give him an opportunity to finish his game. Oh, just missed. I almost thought it was a strike. Nevertheless, count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pulls it foul. Count remains 1-2. 3-1 lead for the Heroes here in the bottom of the 9th. They're looking to sweep. Swing and miss. Strike 3. I think that's strikeout number 11, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. 11 strikeouts for Eli Ramos. Next up, Eddie Matthews. 0 for 3. Line drive, O'Rourke cutting across. He will make the nice catch. They're 2 away, and the Houston Astros are down to their final out of this game. Representing the final out is Prince Fielder, who's 0 for 3 today. He does have power, but he needs to be a base runner.
That's a ball.
Oh, an outside ball 1. He needs to get on here in this 9th in order to bring a tying run to the plate. Pop up, that should do it. Pollard on the outfield grass. Makes the catch. Ball game over. Heroes win 3-1. And they sweep this opening season series on the road against the Houston Astros. 3 ball games to nothing. This has been a broadcast of MLB The Show 24. I'm Chris Ramos. Thank you for watching. I had a good time playing. Hope you had a good time watching. Have yourself a great night. I will talk to you soon. Boo! Ha 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 ha.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious visiting team. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 runners on base.